Sertoba Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome.
I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Trust I'm coming up for that top spot, coming up for that throne. Trust I'm coming up for that drop top.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Grind. I am your host, Korrey, and we are here to talk about all things WWE. You can catch The Grind right here on Sertoba Media every single Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's right, Sertoba Media, S-I-R-T-O-B-A Media, 4 p.m. Eastern every single Saturday. And you can catch The Grind on many different social media platforms. Those specific platforms will be available for you to see at the end of today's episode. Now, let's get into what we have for today. We are on the road to WrestleMania. And one of the great things about WrestleMania is not just it showcases the storylines that we've been looking at over the past year, but it gives us an opportunity to look at younger talent, to look at those who are ready to break out and to be into a more prominent role within the WWE system. And that is what we're going to take a look at today. We're going to take a look at WWE's NXT, specifically NXT Vengeance Day. Now, this card is looking pretty stacked up to this point, and things can change from the time I'm recording this to the time you see the show. But I want to make sure that I get my thoughts and my opinions into it. And I want to make sure that we give these young stars their proper just due. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Vengeance Day is not a new concept. It used to be a main roster pay-per-view. And a lot of the main roster pay-per-views like the Great American Bash, Halloween Havoc, has gone over to the NXT brand for those stars to utilize in order to propel themselves and prepare themselves for that main roster spot. So when we look at NXT Vengeance Day, it looks as if it is pretty based off of Vengeance in some aspects. A lot of scores to settle, maybe a lot of new bonds being made. But NXT Vengeance Day is here. So let's get into this first match. First match that we are going to look at on this card is a potential strap match between Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe. Now, Eddie Thorpe came out of nowhere. He's been in NXT long stay. I'm not going to say mainstay, but long stay for a while now. And Eddie Thorpe has not been utilized in many main storylines, etc. Most of it due to injury. A lot of it having to do with his character, trying to figure out where he fits. Lately, it's kind of seemed like they're trying to throw him out there to see what he can do by putting him into that main event spotlight to try to help elevate his character. Now, lately, it's been crash out mode. I like to call, the road to WrestleMania, the crash out road, the crash out trail, the crash out season, as some other content creators would love to say. But this is that time for crash out. Trick Williams has been crashing out the last few weeks, and he got his comeuppance with Eddie Thorpe beating the crap out of him last week with that strap. So with this match, I'm expecting it to be made official, and I am expecting it to be a brutal match. I'm expecting this to be more about establishing Eddie Thorpe than showing the maniacal feelings, the destructive ways of Trick Williams right now. Now, I don't know where they're going to go with Trick Williams. In my thought process, they didn't bring him out during the Royal Rumble. I feel as if they're ready to move him up to the main roster because there's not a lot left for him to do in NXT. Obafemi has taken the title away from him, and he's very mad about it. I don't want to see another redemption arc with Trick getting back into that title scene to win the title. So with that being said, I feel as if Trick Williams will win this match, but I'm hoping that they give Eddie Thorpe an opportunity. Eddie Thorpe needs some help. I know they're trying to find a way to establish him into that player. Hopefully this is a way to help elevate Eddie Thorpe. Trick Williams doesn't need it, and I'm hoping that Eddie Thorpe kind of, gets his shine during this match. So I am choosing Trick Williams to win using my logical thought process, but thinking about what the match could use, I think Eddie Thorpe could really use the win. Now, this next match has everything to do with vengeance. I am vengeance. It is Ethan Page going against Javon Evans. I'm pretty sure that's going to be made final as well. Typical WWE storylines. If you can get medically cleared, I'll make the match official. Okay, we know y'all gonna make it official. But I hope it's just not a regular match, man. It does not need to be a regular match between Javon Evans and Ethan Page. So they kind of was sort of referring back to that. Shawn Michaels, he lost his smile arc way back when with Ethan Page. Once he lost the title, things weren't seen to go right for him, etc. Javon Evans comes out and tries to, make Ethan Page feel good about himself. Now, why would he do that to somebody that is as manipulative as Ethan Page? I have no idea. But hey, it is what it is. Young OGs don't always be running on the right, thought process. So Ethan Page beat the crap out of Javon Evans, and Javon Evans had a broken jaw and has been out for a few weeks. He's tried to attack Ethan Page on numerous occasions, and each time he's been laid wasted. So I don't want this match to be some sort of normal match. I think this match needs a stipulation. Maybe not last man standing, but maybe anywhere goes or anything goes, etc. Falls count anywhere, something of that nature. This is how this match needs to go down. This is about vengeance, okay? But I do think that Ethan Page is going to find a way to get back on his winning ways and take care of Javon Evans. Javon Evans is going to get too ahead of himself with that vengeance in mind, and Ethan Page is going to take full advantage of it, being the savvy vet that he is. So I am picking Ethan Page to take the win in this match. Fallon Henley, the NXT Women's North American Champion, versus Stephanie Vaquer. Now, it pains me to say this, but what do they call them? Fatal Influence, Temu Toxic Attraction, Dollar Tree Toxic Attraction, eBay Toxic Attraction. Fatal Influence has been a dud for me so far. They have done nothing. They just came together. Oh, we're this new faction, and it's a fake Toxic Attraction with Mandy and Old Girl and Chemical X. Like it's just kind of stupid. Now, the Chemical X thing, I think they could do a lot with, by the way. I think they could do a lot with that. But, come on, man. Come on. They got to do something with the faction. And it's no shade to the wrestlers themselves. Please don't get me wrong. It is no shade to those women. I know they're only probably doing what they're being told. They're pitching ideas. They're pitching thoughts. They're pitching things that, they think will work out. But they're not getting helped. And I think that this group can be something good if it has its own identity. It should not be another rendition of Toxic Attraction. We don't need that mean girl stuff again, okay? We've seen that. Out here looking like the three girls off Proud Family. We've seen that, Oh my gosh, Becky, she has my title. Oh my gosh, we're going to take over NXT. Come on, man. Please help me. Sean, you've been cooking, bro. You've been cooking. But I really need you to get it together, dog. I need you to get it together, Sean. Do something with Fatal Influence. Fatal Influence. They need to be fatally doing something to make the influence of them seep through your audience. Figure this out. Drop the title. I think Stephanie Vaquer takes the win over Fallon Henley. And I think they need to hit the reset button on them. I think JC Jane boot, recently, and I'm not calling for anybody's job, y'all, please, because I know how vicious we could be in the comments. I'm not calling for anybody's job, but we got rid of some wrestlers recently That could have really added to the brand had we used them correctly. And I think like one of them is just floating through this JC Jane. JC Jane is just floating through it without any purpose. And, I know she's in NXT, but like we need to figure out something for her. She doesn't need to be in this Fatal Influence group. It needs to be someone else. So with that being said, they need to figure out a story arc for them. JC Jane's not even the leader of this group, so that's what makes it even more sad. But they need to figure out a different story arc for this group. They need to reestablish Fatal Influence, what they are, what they mean, etc. Toxic Attraction, they're coming out. They're champions. They're vicious, but at the same time, still give off a sexiness about themselves and the way that they enter, their entrance works, etc. Like grown up, but I'm about my business type thing. And I think that like they need to figure out something different for them. Fatal Influence, no, we do not need another remake of Toxic Attraction, y'all, please. But to get back to the match, I definitely think, as I said, Stephanie Vaquer is going to take the win. Stephanie Vaquer is a internationally known mega star, and she needs some type of strap on her. We just put the top title on Julia. I think that it's time for Stephanie Vaquer to take a title as well. Stephanie Vaquer for the win. Right. So the next match we have is that NXT Women's Championship match between Bayley, Julia, and Roxanne Perez. And I think this has the potential to be a good match. The last match between Julia and Roxanne, the last couple of matches they had has been pretty good. Bayley is in there as that savvy veteran. I really don't know like totally what her purpose is being in this match. I know she's not striving to be NXT Women's Champion because she's trying to get into Elimination Chamber to get to WrestleMania. So it's like, okay, we can cancel Bayley out. Roxanne Perez is about to go into an Elimination Chamber match qualifier. And, she was the longest, she was the Iron Woman, for the Women's Royal Rumble match. She's essentially been called up. So what is the purpose of this match? Just to help Julia get over even more. So I'm not even going to get into it all the way. Julia is going to find a way to win this triple threat match and establish herself as the top champion on the brand. So Julia will retain the NXT Women's Championship. Next match we have on the card is the NXT Championship between the champion, Obafemi, versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Now, again, this is another match that seems to be just thrown together. I mean, I know they're trying to find something to do with A-Town Down Under. I think they missed the opportunity to go ahead and eject those two gentlemen from each other a while ago. Nothing against Grayson Waller. I think he's a great star. But I think Austin Theory is the one that they need to get ready to prepare to put a strap on. He has great talent, but it's just his character they need to figure out. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller can hang around that mid-card scene. I do not see him, unless something just drastically happens, becoming a world champion. I don't see it. But this is about to be a full-on beat-up party between A-Town Down Under and Obafemi. Obafemi is going to have his way with them. They're going to try to double team him and all that good stuff in the beginning. But Obafemi is about to dog walk these boys. Now, I see this match ending in two ways. The main thing is that Obafemi will still be champion after this match. No questions about it. But how does it end? I can see Grayson Waller and Austin Theory canceling themselves out and Obafemi take advantage. I can see Obafemi just powering up and take over both of them boys and finishing them both, giving them both a fall from grace. Or I can see who we're going to talk about next is this faction that's been popping up on NXT. Will this be Nexus Shield-esque when they arrive? There are 4 gentlemen who have been shown through a silhouette over the last few weeks on NXT that we can't seem to figure out who they are. They don't look like your typical stars. So these look like brand new athletes that's been added to the WWE roster. And I will tell you, it's kind of exciting. Again, it goes back to that look of when Nexus first debuted and they destroyed John Cena, Ryback, the ringside. I mean, destroyed everything. Shield, same thing when they started. There's a silhouette of 4 gentlemen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have no idea who these gentlemen are. So if you have an idea who they are, drop them down in the comment section down below. Let's have a conversation about it. Y'all help me, educate me, because I be trying to be tapped in all the way, but like those new stars, I don't know too much about them. Not a whole lot about them. So I want us to have a healthy conversation. Let's talk about it. Who do you think this new faction is, each person? And what do you think they're here for? What do you think they're going to do? It was slight glitches towards the end of episodes. And in the last episode, it was during the show, like certain TV spots, you'll see it glitches out and it says NXT Vengeance Day. Glitches out and says NXT Vengeance Day. So it's got a lot of people wanting to know and wanting to see who these 4 gentlemen are. I don't want it to be something random. Okay? I feel as if they can find someone to be a manager for them, find a Hall of Fame manager to guide these 4 gentlemen and come up with a new group name. I'm pretty sure they've worked on something. I can't wait to see what it is, but these boys need to be vicious. They need to be about their business. About their business. All right. And let's see where it goes to from there. So that's it, y'all. That's all that I have as far as NXT Vengeance Day goes. NXT, if you're looking for great wrestling, great action, NXT very rarely fails to provide you with action. So I would highly encourage you all to take some time out of your Saturday night. You spent the night with your honeys, with your side chicks and everybody else on Friday night. You can spend some time watching a couple matches with WWE, couple hours, okay? You can do that. Y'all can do that together. Go ahead. Ladies, I'm giving you a gym. Sit beside your man, let the man watch TV, and then, and he been. Man, I appreciate y'all joining me this afternoon. Go ahead and drop your comments down below. Who do you think is going to win each match? Who do you think this mysterious team is going to be and what their purpose is? I appreciate y'all joining me this afternoon. I hope that you all are safe. Follow Sirtoba Media on all social media platforms. SIRTOBA Media. Follow us on every single platform. Follow The Grind on every single platform. And there is some specific platforms that you will see at the end of this episode that you can go and follow as well. We are on every single Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about something pertaining to wrestling right here on The Grind. And I want to hear from you all. Please share your feedback. Please share your thoughts, your opinions. Interact with me. I really want to know what you all are thinking, what you all are feeling, what you all want to see from these shows leading up to the road to WrestleMania, the crash out road to WrestleMania. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Again, stay safe. And remember, stay true to what you do, stay true to why you do, and always, always, always stay true to you. I'll see you next week. Be safe out here.
I push that way to get that goal, but I don't break 'cause I've been wrong.